Hello, love. I don't know why I did that. It's probably because I am sleep deprived again. But what's good? It's me, Winston Marshall, aka the Swaggy Blurred. Christian told me he's probably gonna be a little bit late today. There is a world where maybe, because he's doing a million things. He's a dad, he's a CEO, a performer, a critic, all that stuff. Maybe he doesn't make it, but odds are, he said, give him like 30 minutes. But we didn't want to leave you hanging, man. I got places to be. Chris got places to be. You got places to be. So we got to be on time. So, with that being said, I mean, we have a lot to talk about. I mean, apparently the Wolverine trademark has been listed. So, it's suggesting that maybe there's a new TV show or movie in the works. We've also got James Gunn and Peter Safran that have confirmed to be staying on as DC Studios is about to merge with Netflix, the whole WDB Netflix merger. Avengers Doomsday has officially featured Chris Evans. Return to Steve Rogers. Is he going to suit up as Nomad? We got to talk about that. And Superman star David Cornsweet inadvertently sparked fan speculation about DC Studios having finally cast Batman. There's a lot to talk about, y'all, and we got to get right to it. So for now, it is myself and Chris Carr. Hopefully to be joined by one Mr. Kristian Harloff in just a little bit here. But until that happens, man, you're stuck with me. Let's get it popping. Welcome back to Capes and Cows, the number one show on the internet for all them comic book and superhero shows and whatnot. You already know what it is. Like I said, my name is Winston Marshall, aka the Swaggy Blurred, and I have with me the gorgeous, the brilliant, the ever-talented Chris Carr. Hello, Chris. How are you?
Oh, so good, especially after an intro like that. Oh my gosh. Also, I have saved the best sweater for last. I got a Balrog Christmas sweater.
Oh, that's what that is. Oh my God. That's kind of amazing.
I lost my mind.
I mean, I don't rock with Lord of the Rings like that, but I respect some gangster when I see it. That is pretty incredible.
I'm always pretty gangster, Winston.
I could tell by the way you put that hard R on it.
No one has ever described me as such.
Hey man, I just wanted to lighten up your life. That's all, Chris. That's all that is. So, but you're doing all right. Everything's going well as we get closer and closer to the holidays.
Yeah, doing really well. We really lucked out. Logan and I both booked commercial voiceover campaigns like right before the holidays, which is so nice. You'll hear him being all British on those airwaves soon.
Let's go.
Which is so fun. And then right now we're just gearing up. I don't know if I've talked to you about this. We do Feast of Seven Fishes. So we have like 16 people come over. Yeah. So I've already started like making bases for sauces and stuff. I've gone crazy. But you've been crazy busy yourself. Are you all good for holidays? What's going on?
I am. I mean, I'm sorry I missed you guys last week. Some exciting news. I just didn't post about it yet because I wanted to kind of put a video together. But I have been in like this YouTube creator like boot camp. The Google hit me up directly and was like, "Hey yo, your channel's like growing on the rise here. Like we would love for you to come in and I've been doing this program for like weeks. And so there was a graduation ceremony last week. And that's why I couldn't be here because they hit me up and they were like, yeah, it's going to be at this time. Do you want to? And I was like, Christian, like I need the money, but is there any way that somebody else can do the show next week? And so that's why you got the lovely combo of Mike and Chris, which it looked like you guys were having a good time.
We had no Christian last week either, so it was just me running.
It was just you and Mike because he originally asked me to. No, because he had originally asked me to host it because he had somewhere to be. But that went off. And so I had to go do that. So that was awesome. But this time of year is always rough. I'm sure I know but for the audience that doesn't, the industry really shuts down harder than any other industry. They kind of stop wrapping. They start wrapping things up like pretty much once you hit Thanksgiving, it trickles to a crawl. So like I have one right after this that Chris is going to help me with, but like I've had like maybe 4 or 5 auditions, but not for anything that's happening now. It's all they're pre-prepping. So when it comes to January, then you go. So that's the only thing that you really do, but ain't no money to be had. So my ass has been hustling the day job, doing the other thing, trying to see if I can go recycle some cans. Like you just doing all the things that you can to like, okay, money's gonna slow up for a little bit. So but you know, I'm happy. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to talk about one of my favorite X-Men. I do think he was little overused in movies and whatnot over the last couple decades, but that doesn't mean he's not fantastic. So let's just jump into it, man. The Wolverine trademark listing suggests a new movie or TV show starring Logan is in the works. This is Josh Wilding reporting from Comic Book Movie. Now, while 20th Century Fox's X-Men will return in Avengers Doomsday, it won't be until after Avengers Secret Wars that we finally meet the MCU's all-new, all-different X-Men. Filmmaker Jake Schreier's reboot is likely eyeing a 2028 release, meaning the first wave of actors will have almost certainly been cast by this time next year. Marvel Studios likely has big plans for mutants. The next saga may even be named the Mutant Saga, which extend to various spin-offs from the main film series on the big and small screens. It's easy to imagine a Wolverine movie being among whatever comes next, though the big question is obviously whether Hugh Jackman plans to continue playing the clawed mutant. It's been reported multiple times that he is set to return after Doomsday and Secret Wars, and there's really nothing to say he couldn't portray Logan for the next decade or more, especially if Daphne Keane joins him as a younger female Wolverine. We'll see, but many people are convinced that Marvel Studios is already gearing up for a new Wolverine project after a new listing was spotted on the United States Patent and Trademark Office. As you can see below, it specifically covers the trademark for film and television. This doesn't necessarily mean Wolverine is imminent, though we'd be shocked if the character isn't taking center stage in a new solo outing by 2029 at the latest. For now, Disney and Marvel Studios may just be covering their bases. Asked about a possible Wolverine return recently, Jackman said, maybe. I'm never saying never again. I have done 10 films now, so I think they have enough for an AI version of me. Jesus Christ. He later added, it doesn't feel like the end. It really felt like the end after Logan. Actually, I needed to claim it as the end because I really believed in some things that I wanted that movie to be, and I had to fight for them. I had to say, this is the last time I'm doing it. Then when I saw Deadpool, I was like, oh, I see 48 Hours. I see Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte. But I would shove it down. I've told everybody that I'm done. I'm not one of those guys. Jackman continued explaining his Deadpool Wolverine role. Then I went, you know what? Nah, F it. I changed my mind. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not going to say I'm sorry. And it was so awesome. What would you like to see from a Wolverine movie or TV show is the question that they're asking, and I'm going to pass that to you, Chris. What would you like to see out of a Wolverine movie or TV show or any of the stuff that you just saw in this story?
You know, I kind of want to take it back to basics, and I want Wolverine to be an elder X-Men who is guiding the gifted youngster mutants. I want to go to that. And I think that will help kind of with that segue too of let's pass the torch. Well, Hugh Jackman is still here. You know, he's still jacked. He's still doing his thing. We still love him. But then we get to see our new friends. We get to meet all of them and see how they're going to come into the fold. Because I think right now, if you do just hit us with a brand new Wolverine that isn't the Wolverine we know, or it isn't, Daphne Keane, I don't think audiences are really going to accept it because of how recently we've seen Hugh in the role. I don't think they'll be like on board for that transition quite yet. And I feel like that's the easiest way now that he's gotten pulled back in to do hey, let's let him slowly start becoming less of a main character and more of a great supporting mentor and allow these other characters to shine, much like in the comics, much like, like X-Men Evolution. I think Wolverine is utilized brilliantly in that series.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think he was great in X-Men Evolution. It was always interesting though because I love that show, but like Storm has always been a contemporary of Jean and Scott. So the only thing that threw me off is they also made her an elder and then like had them be teenagers. So that was the only thing that I was like, if you were gonna do that to any of them, Storm is the correct answer, but I didn't like the fact that like what I loved about like X-Men 97, which is accurate, the fact that like Jean and Storm are calling each other sisters and like the idea that they bond over the fact that they essentially are both gods. Like, you know what I mean? And trying to deal with that, but like still try and feel human,
Mhm.
you know, and things like that. And so I that was the only thing. But to get back to the main question, I think I would probably I really hope, I like Hugh Jackman a lot. I really hope we're getting a new actor for the role. I think just because I would like to just have a fresh reset. I don't
Sure.
think that there is anything wrong with the idea of Hugh still being around in some capacity. So if they ultimately decide to do a Days of Future Past again or something like that, so we need to see an older Logan, I think that would be a fun thing to do. You know, he is fantastic at it. Like, let's not get it wrong. Like, he cultivated the role, but I think that there's also something, as much as I love Sean Connery, there was something nice once I took a step back from it to be like, it was cool to see Roger Moore like pick up the mantle and run with it. It was like
Yeah.
I Brosnan was my first Bond. Like
Me too.
Connery's my favorite, but Brosnan was my first Bond. And then when my dad realized I like James Bond, he goes, "Son, do you know this is my favorite movie franchise of all time?" And then all of a sudden it became like a father-son thing, and that's when I like understood all that. So I think there is something to be said about, I have said this before as well. I have become a little bit ageist, and I don't like the fact that you'll see a lot of people hold on to jobs or homes or power long, long periods of time, that then the next generation doesn't have an opportunity to like inherit industries, the earth, like the government, like anything. You know what I mean? And so there's also this level of me of like, Hugh got his shine. He became an A-lister. He made millions, and he's awesome. And I would love to continue to see him in cameos, but I would love to see that next young actor that this is the thing
Yeah.
that they blow up off of. You know what I mean? So
Oh, totally.
that's kind of my 2 cents on it.
So an age cap on your X-Men and an age cap on your congressman.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Perfect.
Bro, at some point,
Yeah.
your powers are going to wear out. All right. So your regeneration stops working. Your secret laboratories where they're pumping you full of embryos to keep you apparently alive forever, it starts to run out of supply. That's why you start having whole freezing moments in the middle of press conferences. I'm looking at you, Mitch McConnell. My point is just that it's just that at a certain point we have to start to move on and bring in the next wave of stories. I mean,
Yeah.
comics of all thing, how many times have we rebooted universes? And sometimes for the better and sometimes for the worse, but how many times we rebooted universes? It's not a bad thing, you know?
Do you think that that new Wolverine though is going to be able to step out of Hugh's shadow at this point in time?
I
Because that's
think
my
that
only concern.
I think that that's where we go right back to, yet again, Bond is a perfect example. Did
That's true.
anybody think that they were going to be able to get outside of Sean Connery's shadow, who really put his stamp on the character? And we have had multiple very good Bonds. We've had a couple like, okay, but like for the most part, they have found the right guy, and he comes in and puts his own flavor on it, and it's just a different styling. Um, I think most people would agree that Christopher Reeve is Superman, but I love what Corn Sweat just did.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed what Cavill did. So they're just different.
Mhm.
Same thing with Batman. I really like Adam West, but that was on some campy shit. Like,
Yeah.
I know people love Keaton, and I think that he is really good, but like Christian Bale is one of my absolute favorites. You know what I mean? And so I
Yeah.
would love to continue to see more people getting that opportunity to do that. But we want to know what you think. What do you think this Wolverine movie or TV show might be? Or what would you like to see going forward? Do you want Hugh to stay? Do you want a new person? Let me know. Let me know what you were thinking, one way or the other. And yeah, that's we're gonna move on to the next story, which what we've got there is James Gunn and Peter Safran are confirmed to be staying on as DC Studios CEOs following Netflix WBD merger. This is Daniel Klisman from Comic Book Movie. Much has been speculated about the future of DC Studios following Netflix acquisition of Warner Brothers Discovery. As is typical in mergers, the buyer corporation restructures the company it took over, doing away with previous leadership and establishing its own team. This has led to the question, will James Gunn and Peter Safran stay on as heads of DC? In October, the Superman seemingly touched on a potential exit from the company. Then, earlier in December, a report stated that Paramount co-chair Josh Greenstein, seemingly confident in the company's acquisition of WBD, had met with weapons director Zach Kreger to talk about a DC project he wanted to make. At the time, the report speculated the meeting could have been a sign of the power structure of DC shifting had WBD been sold to David Ellison's Paramount. Now that Netflix is poised to become the new owner of WBD, questions have remained about the future of WBD's superhero-oriented branch. Until now, that is. In what is sure to be good news for many and bad news for people that won't let certain things go, we just talked about moving on. It's been confirmed by Netflix and WBD that the plan is for James Gunn and Peter Safran to stay on as co-CEOs of DC Studios. The two companies launched NetflixWBTogether.com. You have got to be... Hold on. I will come back, Chris. You have got to be kidding me. NetflixWBTogether.com. Bro, we have gone, everything old is new again. We've gone right back to 2002, Chris.
Yeah.
Everywhere you just make everything a goddamn website.com. Like, Winston and Chris are the best hosts of the entirety of the Kristian Harloff channel.com. Like,
.com. Yeah.
The two companies launched Netflix WBTogether.com, in which they laid out their conjoined business approach. In a section titled Creating and Protecting Jobs, the media giants confirmed they would continue operating their respective complementary businesses independently, led by the teams already in place to spearhead them, i.e. the likes of Gunn and Safran. Netflix and Warner Brothers have complementary businesses, which is why we plan to continue operating them independently, with the teams that currently run them. We'll also keep growing our long-term investment in original films and series and expanding U.S. production capacity. Over the last 4 years, we've contributed over $125 billion to the U.S. economy and hired more than 140,000 cast and crew members, filming across all 50 states. With Warner Brothers, we'll be able to do even more. On a profile by Bloomberg, it was revealed that DC Studios heads had their contracts extended from late 2026 to spring 2027. As such, it seems the executive's place running the superhero universe is safe. Despite the many flops it's faced over the years, the DC brand has immense potential. Bank of America analyst Jessica Reif Elric said about the importance of Netflix securing legacy intellectual property via the Net Hollywood Reporter. For Netflix, this transaction marks a strategic shift from building its own content to acquiring large-scale IP and studio assets, while Netflix remains the clear leader in global streaming subscribers. The company has not had the luxury of deep legacy content libraries and has historically been forced to license content from traditional media companies. The analyst specifically saw great potential in DC under Netflix's control, stating it could rival Marvel Studios' well-established offerings. The DC franchise, supercharged by Netflix global distribution, could challenge Marvel's market-leading position. More broadly, if Netflix consolidates premium IP, competition for consumer time and attention would increase, potentially pressuring engagement trends on DIS platforms. It's important to note that while the leadership of DC Studios won't change, that doesn't necessarily mean its management style won't be affected in some way, shape, or form. As mentioned in mergers, it's typical for there to be heavy restructuring in a company, particularly when it comes to its hierarchy. Given that, it remains to be seen whether or not DC Studios' power structure or development mentality is affected in any way by if Netflix and Warner Brothers Discovery gets regulators' approval. And as you know, the next DCU film is Supergirl. All right, Chris, you hear all of that. Gunn and Safran are staying on. I guess my first question would be, what do you feel, if any, might be some changes that are coming? Because I agree with that sentence of, okay, their jobs are safe and their teams are probably safe, but I definitely feel like some stuff is going to shift because you've been at jobs, I've been at jobs. New manager comes in. Everything is actually working exceptionally fine, but they have to feel like they got to put a stamp on stuff. So what are some changes you think might come up?
Ooh, well, first of all, shout out to Daniel Klissman on writing this article, because I think it is really well balanced and excellently done.
Whoops. Why did that happen? Yes. Good job, Daniel.
Just want to pop in and give him his flowers. I love it. So, I had some people over last night, and a few of them work for Netflix, and I was asking them about how they were feeling about their jobs and everything too. And it was just, on our end, it's business as usual. Like for us right now, it's just like, hey, like whenever one of these deals goes through or whatever happens, we're just operating under the assumption that we're all good and everything's gonna be fine. What I I'm hopeful with this article because I do want to try to play a little bit of devil's advocate here since Harloff isn't here, and he's really good about doing the like, this all sounds good. Everything they're saying sounds good. From a PR standpoint, this is a very well like executed plan too of, hey, we have a history of creating jobs. We've been able to do so much. And with the, power of this other company behind us, we're going to be able to do so much more. Now, this is where I personally would want to hold their feet to the fire a little bit and say, so you create jobs, huh? And that's where I would want to look at, I don't want to see a whole bunch of layoffs, right? I want to see new theatrical plans. I want to see kind of the same thing of like having a smaller indie studio within your stuff, have an A24 in there, or in a literary sense, have an imprint where you can do more fun experimental stuff. I want to see the creation of more things since I keep being told I am getting the best of both worlds. I'm going to get so much better media and better quality because of these titans coming together. So now for me, it's just okay, prove it. I want to see that. So if you are going to keep expanding and growing and pushing the envelope of what entertainment can be, I need that to come with as little layoffs as possible because you're going to need a workforce to produce that kind of work. Right. And I still want to just make sure that they hold to the promises too of still having theatrical releases, still, having these big blockbusters and everything. I want them to not minimize entertainment in any way. I want them to maximize all of it. And that's what this sounds like the plan is. I just hope that's how they execute it. And with that too comes just like, there's going to have to be some like employee caps, payment caps as well. I'm a big fan of like, pay some of these big league actors less money, pay some of your executives less money. And that way we can keep creating really cool entertainment and have as little casuals as possible.
I agree. I mean, I'm always concerned because like we talked about this before with the strike. Netflix was a lot of the holdout, and a lot of that was to properly pay writers and actors. So it's not to say that, all of these other studios, so say like a Warner Brothers was always like perfectly gung ho, but they were certainly better. There was something that they were using essentially the new media argument to undercut what people were being paid, let alone like residual checks and stuff. So there is always concern, and understandably, that any of the options that were going to happen for the merger were going to be an issue. But I agree that if we look at some of the content that's come out over the last decade and a half, whenever we would argue that Netflix really, because they really kicked it off with what, if I remember correctly, it was House of Cards, and then it was reviving Arrested Development, I believe, and then Orange is the New Black. So like taking a completely original idea and then taking an IP like Arrested Development, and it ended up being like pretty good. Like there were some moments that it was like you didn't quite catch it, but like they did kind of figure that out. And then some of the most colossal shows that we have seen, movies maybe not as much. I mean, obviously they have K-pop Demon Hunters, but that wasn't developed by them. That was Sony being like, we don't want to do this, so they like kind of bought it off. But TV shows, they've nailed it. The original Daredevil series and those Defender series minus Iron Fist and the actual Defenders like crossover. But Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, people love to those shows, and rightfully so. We mentioned House of Cards, Orange is the New Black, all that kind of stuff. What do you do now where you give them another set of IPs and they're not being like licensed out where Disney took back all of the Marvel stuff and it's on Disney Plus now, even though it's produced by Netflix, it is not anywhere on there anymore. What do you do now when it's like, no, they own it, so they really are going to go for it? I think that they're going to be able to put together some incredible stuff, and especially knowing that you also are bringing over the teams over at HBO Max, and the stuff that they have known to have been put out as well. I think we're going to see some masterclass stuff going on here. But I am concerned. I think hearing Sarandos talk about theatrical windows and things like that, I think that is probably, unfortunately, going to be the main managerial change that'll happen. I'm afraid that like the talk was, you're going to be getting like, 2 to 4 potentially DC movies a year that like will be in theaters. I have a solid guess that you're going to get one. And it's only going to be the super A-listers. It would be Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. And like, that might be it, unless it's a massive crossover event. And then you've got like the Justice League. But like if Flash gets another movie or something like that, that's gonna be straight to streaming. If Lanterns is already a TV show, they're like, cool, we'll keep that up the way that is. Like Cyborg, we like Cyborg, he can be a show. And I'm not saying that the shows are bad. I am concerned about that theatrical release structure. I think that will be the main managerial change that comes sweeping in. So with all that being said, y'all, what do you think? Do you think that that it won't be that many changes? Do you think there'll be a lot of changes? What would you like to see of what goes forward, provided the merger again passes all the regulations and all the stuff that's going on? Let us know in those comments, man. And for the time being, I'm going to step away and I'm going to let some of our incredible sponsors come in here and tell you about some amazing stuff. It's getting real close to Christmas, to Kwanzaa. I believe Hanukkah already started, so y'all probably got some presents to buy, and these two sponsors might be perfect just for you. So check this out.
I really love talking about True Classic. I love it. I love True Classic so much, and you guys know I love True Classic. So one of the reasons I love it so much, the guys at True Classic, they started with a simple mission. What do they want to do? They wanted to bring premium, comfortable clothing to the masses because looking and feeling great shouldn't come with the designer price tag. Everybody agrees. 25 million shirts sold to 5 million customers and more than 200,000 five-star reviews. True Classic has become a staple in closets everywhere, including yours truly. Everything True Classic for me. I love it. It's not just about fabric or fit. It's really about confidence. It has helped me tremendously. It helps people show up every day feeling put together without trying too hard. And that is why I keep telling you about the perfect gift this holiday season is True Classic. It doesn't matter if you're shopping for your dad, your brother, your partner, even women and kids in your life. True Classic has something for everyone. The same premium comfort, perfect fit that built the brand are now available for the whole family. They fit where they should, they feel incredible, and they don't break the bank. That's the most important. You get that tailored look without sacrificing comfort or blowing your holiday budget. For me, I've been wearing True Classic for a while. You know it. I talk about it all the time. The gym, out to events, everywhere I can. And you can feel the difference the moment you can throw one on. It is tailored where you want it. It's relaxed where you need it. No bunching, no stiff fabric, no BS. Just a clean, effortless fit that actually works for real life. Skip the guesswork. And that overpriced designer stuff. You give comfort, give confidence, give True Classic. Where can I find them, Kristian? I'm glad you asked. You can find them at Amazon. You can find them at Target, Costco, Sam's Club. Best way? Head to trueclassic.com/Kristian. Grab the perfect gift for everyone on your list. You know how much I love True Classic, and you will too. You know, I always wanted to try a masterclass, and I was so glad when they came on board as a sponsor on the show because, man, the hype is real. It's so incredible what they do, what they offer, the kind of people you can get inspiration from, lessons from. It's incredible. I've told you about it. I've told you about the stuff that I've been listening to since I got Masterclass. And boy, has it helped me. Business, performance, all these different things. So I told you, one of the first ones I watched was the Bob Iger one. And listening to his business mind and those types of things and what's going on, it really is access that you wouldn't get anywhere else. And then I told you, I'm doing a pilot. I'm doing a performance, guys. And so who better? Listen, I was watching the Natalie Portman one and watching what she has gone through and what she's done and the insight that she has. It's incredible. So some of the things already that I learned from Masterclass, I've put into daily habits, and I'll watch things now instead of like just meaningless videos that are out on, scrolling through and doing absolutely nothing for me. I spend the time watching Masterclass. I'm telling you, the stuff from Natalie Portman really has opened my mind as far as what I'm going to have to bring to the table when we start shooting this pilot. I really like it. And everyone that I've told that Masterclass is part of the show, they're like, oh, it's amazing. I'm going to use your code. You should, because they've been wanting to do it for so long, and now they have the opportunity to do it. Challenge yourself. All the different things that you can do, whether it's CIA-tested tactics to everyday life with the art of intelligence. You can negotiate your next raise with lessons from Super Agent Rich Paul or FBI negotiator Chris Voss. Strengthen your personal and professional relationships with help from renowned psychotherapist Esther Perel. Look and feel better with courses on gut health, brain health, skin health, all of it. Masterclass, you can learn from the best to become your best. They got plans starting at $10 a month. You build annually. You get unlimited access to over 200 plus classes taught by the world's best business leaders, writers, chefs, and more. With Masterclass, you get thousands of bite-sized lessons across 13 categories that fit into even the busiest of schedules. 83% of surveyed members have applied something they've learned from Masterclass to their lives. See for yourself why this Masterclass member says this is by far the best money I've spent in a long while. Masterclass always has great offers during the holidays, sometimes up to as much as 50% off. Head on over to masterclass.com/Kristian for the current offer. That is 50% off. Masterclass.com/Kristian. Masterclass.com/Kristian.
Thank you so much to True Classic and Masterclass for supporting the show, man. Really, really appreciate that. I got to tell you, Chris, I've said this before. As far as Kristian talks about, all the stuff that sponsors the show, he only takes them on as a sponsor if it's something that one of us is like legitimately using, like find something. I love Masterclass, man.
It's so good.
I dove back into the Gordon Ramsay Masterclass and just like relearning a lot of like incredible cooking basics and stuff like that. And I'm just getting I've always been like, not to brag, I've always been like a good cook. But I know the stuff that I know how to make. So I know the stuff that like my mom told me how to make, or something that I was really interested in. Feeling like I'm in Hell's Kitchen without getting cussed out is kind of great,
Oh, absolutely. Same boat. I love cooking, and that is something that has helped me actually have technique. So like my knife skills are getting better. I know how to debone a chicken. That's insane.
That's like impressive.
That's crazy. And it's from that masterclass because you can stop and pause and go through everything. Right. You have somebody else pause so you don't get chicken on your phone or laptop. But you know what I mean.
Yes, yeah. Yes. Or you could do I have never deboned a chicken. Do you need, I'm assuming you need two hands to do that?
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, you could always, like what I do whenever I go to Costco and I get like those $5 rotisserie chickens, because you can't beat that deal. I will put one, my knife hand, I'll go no glove. My holding hand, I'll go glove. So then that way, when I'm holding the chicken with the juices and everything, it's always with the gloved hand. And then when I'm done, take that off. Boom, we're good. And the knife, I'm not getting greasy and all that kind of stuff. I figured maybe you could do the same thing. You need to pause it. You could go, oh, okay, cool, and have the one non-gloved hand and go click. But
that's so smart. I'm just an animal. I'm just grabbing chicken.
Hey, well, I want to call a very slight audible. We're still going to do the other two stories that I had mentioned, but I saw this from Corn Emperor come in during the commercial break. He goes, "What the hell? I didn't get the Odyssey trailer last night."
What? Is that out?
It was out in front. It's supposed to be in front of Avatar. So the reason I want to call a slight audible is because I saw this when I opened up Comic Book Movie this morning. I want my money back. Marvel fans leave Avatar 3 screenings disappointed by no Avengers Doomsday trailer. This is Mark Cassidy reporting. Avatar Fire and Ash arrives in theaters this weekend, and while the third installment in James Cameron's blockbusting sci-fi saga didn't need to give audiences any additional incentive to show up, the decision to debut the first teaser trailer for Marvel Studios' Avengers Doomsday ahead of the movie certainly hasn't hurt anticipation. In fact, more than a few Marvel fans purchased tickets just to catch a glimpse of some footage from the next MCU event film and have left their screenings disappointed when there was no sign of the teaser. Disney kicked off Fire and Ash's international rollout with midnight screenings on Wednesday, but it seems certain theaters in parts of Europe and South America are not showing the trailer. I don't know what that translates to, but it's something about like Avatar, whatever theaters promised me Doomsday, and that didn't happen. I am mad sad. Oh, hello, Asia. Sorry, my dog has decided since my lady went to yoga that she is going to come run in here. Okay, hi. I have to focus. Okay, I don't know what that reads, but it certainly is like, where is the trailer? What? This one over here, don't know what that says, but something about it was not in my thing. This is dumb. Now, some theaters are, yes, I see you. I am working. I am live. There are like 400 people here. Oh my God. Some theaters are screening the Doomsday trailer, of course. It's been leaked online, but fans are probably better off waiting to see Avatar 3 over the weekend if they want to be certain to see it. In related news, Avengers Doomsday has already secured a release date in Japan, where it will arrive in theaters day and date with the U.S. on December 18th of 2026. Okay, so Chris, I bring all of this up obviously from the standpoint of like, is this did we get duped? Does this feel like this is some sort of like just error? Is that because like if people are apparently not getting the Odyssey trailer in some of their screenings, and then some people aren't getting any of the Doom, like does this feel like this is a theater by theater basis thing? Are Disney and Warner Brothers playing games? Like, what do you think's kind of going on here?
I have a contact that I need to talk to after this show and be like, "Are you good?" Who now? I wish I knew about this before the show so I could have messaged them, but I'm sure their life is chaos right now if this is happening. Okay, for me, I'm just going to say this very, very quickly. This is not the kind of thing where I would be outraged personally. There are so many things happening in the world, but you all also know, like, I apologize to telemarketers. I'm pretty easygoing about stuff. That said, if you are promised something and you don't get it, I can understand why financially you'd be really, really bummed out. This does feel very strange, just because Kristian's pointed out so many times too, you've talked about it, of like, you'll be able to go watch these trailers online. So the idea of the exclusivity, oh my gosh, the baby.
She was whining way too much. I apologize. So I had to.
No, she's perfect. She should host all the time. It's her show now. It's perfect. But there had to have been something that went wrong in those trailers, or getting them over there, getting those digital assets to the countries that they needed to have happen. Something had to go haywire. Something funky happened. I just think too, I don't know, take a minute and go, maybe I can watch this later. Maybe I can go watch it on the internet. It's not like when you had to go watch, Meet Joe Black so you could see the Phantom Menace trailer.
Right.
And I'm the person on here who was talking about, like, I love the exclusivity. I love that it's it makes movies an event. That's the thing that I'm going to hang on to more than anything of, oh, we screwed up the event process here. We are now continuing to cheapen the theater experience, because if you are promising something and that was the push that got butts in seats, that is a big failing. So to me, it's a bummer for the people who didn't get to see that trailer and really wanted to. I feel you guys, but I'm way more worried about these theater owners who are going, we're trying to make people come back here, and this kind of stuff doesn't help us. How do you feel about everything?
That would be my main thing is if it was out there like that, the fact that you've already had some of this Avengers Doomsday stuff kind of leak, it's not good for it not to happen, either for Odyssey or for Avengers Doomsday. Ish happens. Maybe it was just specifically that thing. Maybe whoever was running that projector up there did not put in the right, cool, we're playing this, and this. I know it's not a traditional projector anymore. It's all like kind of digitized and stuff like that. So that's all a thing. That certainly could be like what's happening, but it's not good news, I would say. It's not the end of the world, not even remotely close. No. But yes, I know. I also want to see the trailer. Sorry, guys. So for those that are asking, I see some people. Her name is Asia, spelled like Asia Wilson, the WNBA four-time MVP. As a matter of fact, her name is Asia Wolfson, four-time MVP, most valuable pup, Marshall Rose. It's her full government. So, if she's in trouble, you will hear me scream that at the top of my lungs. She had to, we got her a couple months ago. She had to have a couple surgeries, which messed up her bladder. So she's been peeing in the house a lot. So there's a lot of Asia Wolfson, four-time MVP, most valuable pup, Marshall Rose. If you don't get your ass off that motherfucking run. Oops. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Not in the mouth though. You know better than that.
She's perfect.
Yeah, no, she's the best. But yeah, it's, again, I don't think it's the end of the world, but hopefully that was just it was day one kind of error, whatever, because there is a number of people who that is the reason they go. That, like, yes, Avatar has a bunch of super fans that are going to go regardless, but there are plenty of people that are not necessarily, they want to go that badly, but now all of a sudden they're like, ooh, but I get to see Odyssey and Doomsday trailer. I was on the fence, but I'll go see it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
especially because the rumor is that they're going to show 4 each week. We'll have a different Doomsday teaser. Like I feel like that has to, be addressed one way or the other. Yes,
Yeah.
Bubba, we got to go to the next story. Yeah, do you have anything you want to say about the trailer? Copy.
Oh.
Okay, great. Well, let us know what you think. If you think that this is a real story, if it's not a big deal at all. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay. Now you're fidgeting. You got to go down. Hold on. Come on, Chris. I don't think Luke's still in here, so I'm just gonna put you on screen for a second. Hold the fort.
That's totally fine. No worries. Well, Winston is getting Asia all settled too. I want to take this time. My little dog Gimli is over here. His gotcha day was exactly 15 years ago today. If any of you are thinking about getting dogs this holiday season, I would highly recommend it. But just always remember, I know you know this, it is a huge commitment. It could be 15 to 20 years of your life if you were as lucky as me. All right?
You're not wrong. We got her. She's 4, so we rescued her. And yeah, no, you're not wrong. She is the little bundle of joy gonna be around for a long time.
The thing that makes me so sad after the holidays is when in January we see a big influx at the shelters here of people who return their dogs. So like, 1, don't be that person, guys. And 2, like, they're the best. I cannot recommend getting a dog enough. I got Gimli on my lunch break. It was the most irresponsible thing I've ever done in my life.
Aww.
And he's my best friend.
Oh, I know. Yeah. He's pretty sweet. The
a
funny
good
thing
one.
is he is so mouthy until you're like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Oh, you cool?"
Yeah.
First time I showed up, "Hey, who the fuck are you?" God damn it, that's twice. Okay, I really have to rein it in. I am so sorry. But no, hey, who you is? What you doing? Why you in my house? What's up, man? Oh,
hey.
Oh, you cool?
Hey.
I bet.
Yeah.
Bet. I'm gonna go over here now.
Yeah. My trick too is I put a heating pad down so that he doesn't freak out during the show. So that might help you.
Smart.
Yeah.
I don't like leaving her alone just because of the whole randomly peeing thing, but it is what it is. We're okay. If it happens, I'm gonna have to clean up some pee. Next story, real quick. Avengers Doomsday officially features Chris Evans' return to Steve Rogers will suit up as Nomad. This is Josh Wilding reporting. With so many convincing AI fakes doing the rounds, we understand why many of you weren't necessarily convinced that the leaked Avengers Doomsday teaser trailer was the real deal. Well, as we've been telling you since Monday, it's 100% legitimate and can now be found playing in most theaters before Avatar: Fire and Ash. Featuring the MCU return of Chris Evans as Steve Rogers, we watch as the hero returns to his and Peggy Carter's home, placing his Captain America uniform from Avengers Endgame inside a box. Steve then picks up his baby and smiles. The teaser ends with a countdown to Avengers Doomsday release and the words, "Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday." While Evans last played Steve in 2019's Avengers Endgame, the actor has since returned to the MCU for a cameo role as the Human Torch in Deadpool and Wolverine. Believe it or not, plans for Evans to return as Captain America were first reported by the trades in January of 2021, over 1,800 days ago. That is insane. Wow. Okay. The question is, will Evans actually play Cap? The mantle has been past Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson. So if Steve wields the shield again, it greatly undermines the new Captain America's place in the MCU. However, Jeff Snyder is among those who have taken to social media to remind fans that Evans is likely to return not as Captain America, but Nomad. In 1974's Captain America 180, Steve became disillusioned with the U.S. government and gave up his mantle and shield. No longer being able to serve his country didn't mean he wasn't a hero, though, and the Avenger became Nomad. While memorable, it was short-lived. It was a short-lived stint that only lasted 4 issues. By Captain America 184, Steve was Captain America again, realizing that he could champion America's ideals without blindly supporting its government. We're not expecting a political aspect to the character's Avengers Doomsday arc, but a new costume and identity for Steve does appear likely. We already saw something similar in Avengers Infinity War, of course, so it will be interesting to see how Marvel Studios and the Russo brothers go about differentiating what we saw here from the 2018 version of Cap. Avengers Doomsday start blah 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 blah. The people that are in it. Okay, cool. So, Chris. So there is a world where Cap comes back and he's Nomad. I don't necessarily hate that. I think there was a certain level of like undermining by like we're just gonna bring Steve back, and it's like I thought that Sam was Cap now. What's going on? So
Yeah.
do you think Nomad is the way that they go? Do you think they do some sort of Hydra Cap situation? Do they think they go kind of the old man Rogers where like he's more running tactical support like a Nick Fury? Like, what do you think is ultimately going to be the direction they go?
Oh, I like all of those ideas. Ooh, because is it going to be too much for our little hearts if both Tony Stark and Steve Rogers are evil? That's my only thing with like Hydra Cap.
Right.
Where it'd just be too heartbreaking of like, no, my friends.
Right.
I do like the idea though of doing kind of a Nomad situation, which to be clear, we did kind of already have in Endgame of him, you know, not wearing his stars and stripes and everything. I want them, if they do have him be Nomad, don't be cowards. You put him in that deep V-neck suit. Okay. It's Christmas. You help a girl out.
So
if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, you got to Google it.
So essentially, you're out here. We've done this before, but you're where did they move it? Why would they move it? Wait a minute, Pause It is gone. Who would remove Pause It?
No,
that is.
I had one. I was keyed up.
You had a perfect Pause It moment. What the hell? I mean, I guess there's. But Pause It is gone, bro. I don't. What the hell? I have like to file a complaint.
Yeah.
A complaint with management. This is.
We need the pause it button. Also, there's a really silly little bit when he wears his silly Nomad outfit where he like trips on his cape because he's not used to capes.
He's not used to wearing a cape. That's actually funny. I would love to see that.
I love stuff like that. So I could see Nomad. Basically, you can't have him come back as Captain America. One, because we need to have Sam step into that role. He is Cap. End of story. But also from all the timey-wiminess of it all, he cannot be Captain America because that is going to have so many ripples for the timeline, which we've already got issues with. There's still the plot hole of technically Steve going back into the past would branch off into his own reality. But somehow that didn't happen. He comes back as Old Man Rogers to give that shield. I also like that idea of him being that tactical head taking on that Nick Fury kind of situation.
Oh, yeah.
Because I am interested if we are having him come back here and we're going to justify why he's in the story. I am interested in what he's been up to. Cap doesn't seem like the kind of guy who's going to just, get a 9 to 5 and stay at home or something like that. I feel like he's still going to be in the soup when it comes to like all the going ons in America.
Yeah. Cause like, I mean, it was pseudo implied that he was doing that after the snap to an extent. Just with the idea of, oh my God. He was running the grief counseling session.
Yeah.
So it does feel like there is a certain part of him that was potentially like, doing that kind of 9 to 5-ish and finding another way to apply stuff, which I also found very interesting. Because remember that was what Sam was doing, was actually counseling vets. So I thought that was like such a beautiful thing for him to put that to have that moment of almost honoring his friend's legacy to take on that kind of thing. I think that I would like to see what a regular Steve looks like, and then it's fine to bring him back. But I've said this before. I don't think he needs to be the lead of this. I think he needs to be an element that exists, and we are aware of the fact that he's around. You know what I'm saying? And he can be a linchpin part of the story, but I don't need him to be the lead of the film. That to me seems like a mistake, because not only have you not really developed him since you haven't developed him since Endgame, it would be undercutting everything that you just did for everything else. You know what I'm saying? Even if you feel like you need to get butts in seats, so that's why you're bringing him back. And you're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. and all that. Yeah. I just think you need to find a way to amend what's wrong, but to still close out what we've been through and not just pretend like, well, that wasn't important. Here's the real star you were looking for. Because that just seems like bad storytelling,
Absolutely. Especially because we got such a beautiful conclusion for him.
Yes. That's the main thing. Like it's the same way that even though Hugh was in Deadpool and Wolverine, he was not the the focus was Deadpool, and Wolverine was certainly important, but you didn't undercut the beautiful ending to the Logan that we knew. You just found another Logan, which I think worked really well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that is what we need to have happen here. Do not undercut the story you told. Just find a way to potentially expand it or tell like an epilogue almost. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So we got one more story for you, but before we get to that, I forgot to tell everybody what the goal was today. So the goal that we're trying to hit with these super chats is 106. Right now, we're not doing too bad. We're about an hour in. We're at about, 19. So there's a little ways to go. We need a little bit over 100, or a little under 100, like 80, 90 something. I don't know why all of a sudden I can't do math anymore. So please send those in. We greatly appreciate it. It's one of the ways to support the show. And obviously, y'all know, if we win, then Chris and I will get a little bit of Christmas love. So if you would like for us to have a little Christmas love, and remember, you saw Asia, it's probably just going to go to her. I'm gonna have to buy her a bunch more green bones and stuff. So if you'd like to do that, please send in those super chats. Let's get to this last story. Superman star David Cornsweet inadvertently sparks fan speculation about DC Studios having finally cast Batman. Daniel Klissman reporting. Is that how I say it, Chris? How is his name said?
Daniel I said Klissman. I think that's right, maybe. I'm hoping.
Klissman, because he has an extra M in there. I don't know if it's like Klissman.
Daniel, we apologize, but gosh dang it, we respect you.
We do. So he says one of the biggest topics of conversation regarding the DCU is who will play Batman. Pinpointing the actor who will bring the character to life in the franchise has been quite the roller coaster ride. On one hand, rumors and speculation have persisted about Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne being merged into James Gunn's and Peter Safran's world. On the other, there have been various fan casts and apparent hints of actors who could take on the much coveted role. Now, a unlikely individual has inadvertently led fans to speculate about the Cape Crusaders casting once again. Superman star David Cornsweet. Eagle-eyed fans notice he started following one of the top fan casts for Batman, Brendan Sklar, on Instagram. The actor is known for his roles in It Ends With Us and Taylor Sheridan's 1923. As mentioned, he has also been consistently linked with the role of Bruce Wayne. Now you can see there, Brendan Sklar and David Cornsweet. You see that Brendan does not share the same love, but David does. David is indeed following. Being arguably the centerpiece of the DCU, Cornsweet giving Sklar a follow has fans on social media theorizing that Sklar is DCU's Bruce Wayne. Guys, look. Oh, and everyone's so eating good if he gets cast. Oh my God. Guys, I hate to say it, but I see Bruce. Guys, it's coming along perfectly. Guys, on everyone's soul, we wanted this. Guys! Oh my God, it's happening. Oh my God, everybody stay calm. Stay effing calm. While this theorizing may sound irrational, filmmakers and actors often follow people they're going to work with prior to their collaborations being announced. So could Sklar be the DCU Batman? In a theoretical manner, it may be possible. However, it's important not to blow this out of proportion. David Cornsweet also follows 500 other accounts on Instagram, many of which are not part of the DC universe. Realistically speaking, Cornsweet could have simply followed Sklar after watching him in something he enjoyed. Heck, he could have followed him from watching him in an interview. Thus, Sklar being cast is possible, but there could be a million other reasons for the Man of Tomorrow star following him that do not necessarily involve DC Studios. Having said that, what does Sklar himself say about the role? Well, understandably, he's quite eager to take it on. Speaking to The Hollywood Reporter in April of 25, he talked about his desire to be cast as the DCU's Batman, stating he already has ideas on how to portray the beloved hero. I have my own ideas on the character. If that ever comes to fruition, he's my favorite comic book character as a child, and he's superior because he is a real man. I think there's a lot more to explore there, and there's a way to do it that makes it very real. So if it ever comes around, I could gladly take that torch, and I would not take it lightly. Curiously, Sklar has had some powerful backing on to take the role. In 24, his It Ends With Us co-star Blake Lively took to the comments of one of the actors' Instagram posts congratulating him and directly addressing James Gunn to cast him as Bruce Wayne, stating, "So happy for you, my friend. They're lucky to have you. Also, I'm seeing the Batman chatter. I volunteer you as tribute. James Gunn knows how to give the people what they need, and this they need." Recently, Gunn led fans to speculate that another actor could potentially be picked to play Batman. When a fan on Threads proposed Superman's finalist Tom Brittany as a Dark Knight, Gunn responded by praising the actor. That guy is a great effing actor. At this point, it's a wait-and-see game to find out who will do it. Supergirl is dropping June 26th of next year. All right, so I certainly have my thoughts, but I am so curious seeing all of that. Where does your mind go, Chris? And because I wonder if we're aligned or if we're a little different here.
I feel like we've speculated that this guy is Batman for 1,000 years. Am I wrong? I feel like this was the first name that came up, and then every time it's like, hey, it looks like it might be him, but we don't want to say anything. I'm like, it's probably him, right? Because this is who we've talked about forever. Yeah. And I gotta say, I don't watch like the Taylor Sheridan universe. I'm not familiar with that work. What he does with what he's given in It Ends With Us is really great. I still need to see him in The Maid. Drop, he's great in.
He's great in Drop.
I really like him, and I think he works as a Bruce. I think he's a good foil from what I've seen of him so far to David Cornsweet's very, earnest, oh gosh, oh shucks, Superman. I feel like he could play that brooding, shut up Boy Scout kind of character really nicely.
Yeah.
Overall, I'm pretty pleased. Are we aligned?
So I was going to say two things. The first was, yes, I think I would love for him to do it. So I'd be totally here for that. I think this is a big old nothing burger because, like, for example, one of the things I mentioned is like, yeah, sometimes you just watch somebody's thing. It's the end of 2025. Everybody's like, oh, I should watch all the stuff. What if he just sat down and finally watched Drop? You know what I'm saying? And then he's literally sitting there watching it, and one of the action sequence happens, and he looks at Brandon, and all of a sudden he's thinking, motherfucking Batman! He was like, oh, dude, that would work. He actually might. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's out here being like, well, I know he's been cast or something, and that's why I followed him. But, like, I legitimately, one battle after another, the young lady, I cannot remember her name, but the plays the daughter in that. Like, I went to go look up and see who she was on social media after that because I was like, wow, she's a really good actress. Like, I wonder if there's anything else, because that's just what people do now. That's how you Google people a lot of times. Is you look them up on social media, and this is one of his contemporaries, it's one of his colleagues. So they may or may not work together directly. They may have met at a holiday party. They may have like straight up just been like, yo, Warner Brothers holiday party. What's good, man? Oh, you chill. You real chill, bro. What's your at? Let me go find you real quick. The real Brandon Sklenar. Like, I don't like what do you want from me, bro? So I don't know. I think this is a lot of nothing.
Yeah. I do love the idea.
Thank you.
Chase Infinity. Okay. Yeah. I love the idea of we can only cast people that David Cornsweet follows.
That would be genuinely hilarious, to be honest.
Of just like every single one of his followers has to show up at the DC, or the people that he follows shows up at the DCU. I would.
Fair. Well, which real quick before I forget, what was the thing that you were saying you wanted to see a what on Corns or on somebody? A deep what?
A deep V.
You wanted to see a deep V.
Yes, on Chris Evans.
Oh, I get it. So when Doomsday happens, essentially you want it.
The button is back.
It's back. Okay. Shout out to Luke. He popped in just to add pause it back in. So
Luke, you're the best. Thank you.
You really are the best, man. You really are. What is
Hey
Willie?
Hey Willie.
What the hell? Oh, this is the part of the show where I just want to like go through all of these. Like, I mean, I know this one. Oh my God, there's just so much classic stuff in here, man. But yeah, all that being said, I'll stop playing with the thing and I'll really ask you guys a question. I mean, do you think that this is letting us know that Sklenar has been cast, or do you honestly think this is just social media business? This stuff happens. It's not a big deal. People go to parties. It is what it is. Let us know what you think in the comments, man. And before we get to your questions, please keep them coming in. We're at about 24 right now, so keep that coming. We got one more sponsor for the show. Check this out.
Here's why Prize Picks is fun to me. It gets people interested in sports that maybe they weren't beforehand. So I had somebody who didn't even really know anything about football. We started playing on Prize Picks, and now he's talking to me every Sunday about, hey, listen, what do you think about this for the lineup? What do you think about this? And I'm like, that's awesome that's what got you into this. I love it. So here's what I like about Prize Picks. There's so many different sports that they offer. It's really cool. You can make your picks on fantasy score, free throws made, field goal attempts, turnovers. I know a couple of players who really stack up just their free throws. So favorite thing for me about Prize Picks is that you can pick multiple sports in the same lineup. That's really interesting. It can be basketball. You can put Steph Curry and Patrick Mahomes in the same lineup, and you can root for both. That, to me, is one of the more intriguing things that Prize Picks does. And there's a new feature. Prize Picks has early payouts. So if your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. If your fantasy season is over, your team's out. Prize Picks, you don't have to wait until next year's draft. Prize Picks lets you play fantasy football every week. You pick your favorite players and win when they hit their projections every week, and there's no draft required. I like how straightforward it is. You don't have to spend a lot of time trying to calculate your payouts. It makes it easy with their payout multipliers. It doesn't matter if it's simple or a big payout. Prize Picks makes it easy to understand how much you can win. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use that code Kristian. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Kristian. Get $50 in lineup after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
It is good to be right indeed. Thank you so much to Prize Picks for sponsoring the show. All right, Chris. We have got about an hour left. We are looking to hit 106. We are at 24. So everybody, here is another dog. Asia is in
these babies.
Yeah, support these. But Asia. Oh,
he's just an old man.
She's big mad that I put her on the ground. She ran to the other room and refuses to come back in.
Oh. You want to go back on your heating pad? There you go. Okay. Thanks,
totally
bud.
Understandable. But yes, please get those in. Greatly appreciate you. And let's answer some of these questions. I'm not. I wonder. Kristian may come in at the buzzer here, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to wait to Godot, you guys. I feel like that the deep theater people will get that reference. But first one, Nathan Drake 253. Thank you so much. He says rumors of a Seth Rogen voice cameo in Supergirl. Maybe he's voicing Crypto. Kristian, would you love that? It's a great question for Kristian. Kristian, would you love? I'll text him. A fan wants to know if you would like Seth Rogen to voice Crypto in Supergirl. It is a super chat. Super chat. Figured I would text you. Okay.
Boom.
See you eventually in life.
It's a great sign off.
That's a great sign off. So I will let you know what he says. What about you, Chris? Would you like to see Crypto voiced by Seth Rogen?
I don't love it. I'm going to be honest. I don't love anyone voicing Crypto, if I'm going to be completely honest. I like him not speaking. But if we ever did have like that kind of Art of Racing in the Rain or something like that where we hear some of Crypto's thoughts, there's a great comic. I am blanking on the issue number, but it's you hear Crypto's thoughts watching Superman get beat up, where he's like, Superman, good man, that bad man, Crypto, good boy. And it's Crypto just like tearing a guy apart. And it's so great. I wouldn't mind that kind of internal narration. I just don't know how you fit that in there organically.
Yeah, no, for sure. I feel like the only way you do it is if all of a sudden we get to the movie Strays, where it's following them. If like Superman is like captured or something like that, and so it is essentially like, oh man, I was supposed to go and protect the thing, but he didn't come back. I don't know. I have a terrible Seth Rogen impression, but I think you're right. I think that's the only way you do it. It has to be some internal monologue of Crypto. I don't need Crypto all of a sudden. The newest superpower is super speak. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. We don't need to do all that. Mr. Nerd Fanatic, thank you so much he's a new member again. Chris, do you watch A Nightmare Before Christmas at Christmas time or at Halloween? Winston, flag looking pretty good for being 18. Have a great holiday.
Who's Flag?
Cooper Flag.
Oh, I said, oh, like that made something else for me.
Basketball
Cooper.
player,
okay.
Rookie. We lost Luka Doncic to the Lakers, and then we got Cooper Flag, #1 overall draft pick. And the Mavericks have been terrible. Cooper is looking better and better as things go along, but I mean, he's still only averaging like 18.6 a game. Luka, for a large part of the beginning of the season, was averaging 40. So it's kind of, double. Wow. Yeah. He certainly looks a lot better. I'm not gonna knock Cooper Flag. He's a rookie. He's got to figure it out. But yeah, no, it is what it is. But that is. I wish I knew. There you go. That was Luke.
Yeah.
Luke.
Well done, Luke.
For you.
Yes.
But do you watch Nightmare Before Christmas at Christmas or Halloween?
Oh my gosh, why limit yourself? Do both. That's what I do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You get the best of both worlds. It's a good time.
Good times. Hey, Mr. CJ, thank you so much. He says, when your uncle Christmas shopping duties are completed, so I sit like Thanos, I finally rest to watch the sun rise on these spoiled little ruds. You ain't never lied, bro. That's why the rule of thumb, because I have too many. I'm an uncle 19 times over. The general rule at this point is I don't do Christmas presents for my nieces and nephews. I can't afford it. If I was like super rich, by all means. So instead, like other than like making sure I'm around, I might do something for like the family. You know what I'm saying? For like the individual family, be like, here's a gift card for y'all to all go to the movies or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Versus I can't be like, and you get a game and you get a toy and you get like I ain't made of money like that, man. But
dang.
But are you an auntie at all?
No, my brother hasn't have kids. Logan's 2 brothers don't have kids. So like the closest we have are our friends who are having kids now.
And are you a godmom or anything?
No, not yet. I don't know if anyone trusts me enough.
I would trust you.
Thanks, Winston. I think I do a good job
with my fur babies. I don't know how you would do with a human, but I assume.
I'm gonna be real honest. I'd love the fur baby probably more. Kids and the reason why I'm good with kids is because I can give them back.
Yes.
Whereas dogs, I will try to steal. If I can carry it, it can come home with me. That's just science.
No, that's 100% fair. Yeah. And somebody's freaking out about me saying 19. And yes, I am number 5 out of 6 siblings. And I'm including my 2 older cousins in there who were raised like older sisters to me. We just said, even though technically their kids are my cousins, they're also just all my nieces. Like it's the whole sister thing. But yes, I have 19 little ones that are Jesus. The oldest is 22 now. I feel so old.
Wow.
I feel so old. Like he's out here like wrapping up college and stuff. Like I'm just like, all right, man,
Yeesh.
So, yep. Shout out to SMC Cab 277 for becoming a member. You a real one. And then, hey, Mr. CJ comes in. Thank you so much for that one, my man. Luis Fonseca 316. Sorry. Saw Avatar 3 and no Doomsday trailer. Any reason why? So that was the other reason that made me kind of stop and want to go read that story, because this is apparently multiple people have been kind of reporting this. So I would understandably be furious, personally, because I don't really care. I care about Avatar in the sense that it is one of the bigger movies of the year, but I don't care necessarily about that franchise. So I would be a little mad if I had something I was excited about that didn't show up,
Yeah, I get it.
JC33, I would like a buddy cop series with Wolverine and Gambit, support for the Friday duo, and Mustard, which is what I prefer, but Kristian, of course, the Mustard. I would love a Wolverine and Gambit buddy cop series. That would be amazing. Did you see, because it reminds me of the original X-Men animated series. They were always in competition with each other. They were always in the danger room being like, I can take out more than you. Or the episode of where all the Sentinels, where they're going to like stop Master Mold, and the two of them are having the competition about, who can destroy more of them, just like they do in the danger room. And then all of a sudden Wolverine locks Gambit out. He's taking them on by himself. Oh, dude, I love their
so
dynamic.
good. Yeah,
love their dynamic.
That'd be fun. That'd be really fun.
Also, really quick, let me pop back over to this. Nathan Drake 253. I got a response to the text. Kristian says, "Hell no, that would be ridiculous." So yeah, no. Yeah. Apparently, Kristian says, no, that's not a good thing. What's the stat?
Should have gone for the head.
Mistake. Just use the woman. And then you say, oh, how did that just happen? How did that just happen? Am I going crazy?
That's incredible. That is fantastic. I guess that's what Kristian would do to Seth Rogen if he was all of a sudden the voice of crypto. That sounds like that's something we don't need. Corn Emperor. Love Jackman. Need a new Wolverine for the MCU. Hashtag X-Men. Fully agree with you. Fully agree with you, Corn Emperor. Armada 8 YT. Blurred's Filthy Casuals pod crossover when?
We should.
That would be pretty wild.
That would.
That would definitely be a very wild show.
Well, and Amy and I can't stay on topic to save our lives already, which is the two of us. So I apologize in advance.
That's kind of me and Jay as well.
Yeah.
Also, that's going to be some crazy energy of two white ladies and two black dudes. Just. Oh, you don't even know about our segment in Ode to Karens, do you?
No.
Oh, we do a segment at the end of every show where we show a Karen of the week and like whatever shenanigans that Karen got into. And Karen do not discriminate. It could be anybody. It tends to be white ladies or white dudes, but it could be anybody. If you Karen out too hard, then we got to call your shit out. But yeah, no, I would love to see you guys react to some of those, man. They're pretty crazy.
I would love that. Let's do it.
Let's talk. Let's definitely talk. Armada comes back and says, saw Avatar 3 last night and it was good. That Odyssey trailer they played was awesome as hell too. Looks like they're going to have a very dark mood and tone. I mean, I'm here for that. I mean, the Odyssey is not a light story at all. That shit is serious.
Yeah. It should be dark. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, it is. Is it not a Greek tragedy? It's like a giant, like epic Greek tragedy.
It ends fairly okay because he finally gets home. Spoiler for the Odyssey. Thousands of years old.
But at what cost, though? Doesn't he lose like a shit ton to be able to finally get home?
Oh, he's away from his family for decades. It's a sprawling epic. So yeah, it should be harrowing.
Yeah. So we will see. I hope it does have that tone. So thank you so much for that. And Armada comes back again. Wonder if Chris and Winston heard about what a seal pushed me yesterday is in French. Not safe for work. No, I don't know what a seal pushed me yesterday. Go ahead and super chat that back in.
Yeah.
Super chat what that is. We're at 35. We're trying to get to 106. Y'all appreciate it. Keep sending them in.
Yeah.
Corn Emperor. Like, subscribe, and send one message to win the week.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you, Corn. Appreciate you. Hey, Mr. CJ, Puppy Blurred has the I wish I knew face. She really does. Asia, are you hungry? Do you want some food?
I wish I knew.
The answer is always yes. As a matter of fact, I think me saying that summoned her. She started to. She turned her. Now she's just staring at me.
She's got the little like Disney dog eyes too.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. It's so cute.
No, I love her. She is the best. Armada comes back. I vote for Chris and Winston to host Oscars in 2029. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Shit, we'll keep it simple. I'm happy to go do that on ABC. We're already on YouTube. Doesn't it start on YouTube in 2030?
Yeah.
We got it. We can take it from there.
We can do this.
Yeah. Take it from there. JC, it's now Asia's show, Pups and Cows. So I'm going to write it so everybody can see it. It's spelled like this. Wilson, 4-time MVP.
Is it AJ?
Mm-hmm.
Ha
So like that. That is how her name is spelled, just so y'all know. But again, like Asia Wilson, the basketball player. So Eric Kirby, still waiting on the white dog reaction. Winston, you were right. I haven't been able to find it I need to recheck Amazon Prime. I probably was just overlooking it, but you're right. I did promise I would react to White Dog. I don't know if you've heard of this movie. It was a movie back in the 70s or 80s, something like that, about this white dog who was apparently incredibly racist. So it's a horror movie of this dog just hunting black people. This was like a movie. And so somebody's like, I watched the trailer and I was like, you have got to be shitting me. So I promised I would do a reaction to that movie, and I need to. 1982.
Okay.
But yeah, the film depicts the struggle. Wait, where'd it go? Why would you give me? There it is. The film depicts the struggle of a dog trainer named Keys, who is black, trying to retrain a stray dog found by a young actress that is a white dog, a dog trained to make vicious attacks upon and to kill any black person it sees. And then the director used this as a film, as a platform to deliver a message against racism as it examines the question of whether racism is a treatable problem or an incurable condition. I mean, look, I like where the mentality's at of like trying to explore some stuff, but that's why it's apparently based off of a book, which is also crazy. So I promised I would do it. I will find the movie somewhere. We will do that reaction. Absolutely. Dark Smirk 1. Modern theaters have to activate trailers in their system, but sometimes studios won't give the right file. My theater GM sis deals with it all the time. Okay.
Dark Smirk, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I understand that's like a digital key system that you have to have too. So these certain codes have to go out, and those can also get screwed up. That has to be really frustrating.
That makes sense. That makes complete sense. Because I thought it was all digital now, which also, hey, Mr. CJ says, Evan's in a V-neck suit. Chris will definitely go.
Oh my God, Lord Jesus.
Wait, that too. But
oh my God, Lord Jesus does feel a little bit more correct.
that was a little more correct. I definitely feel like she sees it and she'll definitely.
Oh my God, Lord Jesus.
I didn't even know that was what I thought. I just saw Chris. So I thought, Sam. So I thought that was the one. That's hilarious.
Man. Sam has her reaction videos are so good. She's so freaking fun.
She's just so funny. She's just so off the cuff, bro. She don't care. And that's the other thing. It's her accent on top of that.
Yes.
It's her accent on top of it that just takes it to a different way.
It's perfect.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's see the next one. Space Jesus 57. I think the old Cap and Endgame live through the Doomsday events, so we see him come back to the fold and then return the shield to Sam, or he dies. Interesting. Huh. I guess that would technically be the case, because if he sat through all of time, he would have had to have become interesting. Definitely going to have to. We got to wait and see what happens. But that's a theory that makes some sense to me.
I do like that, because then it's the idea of things are all still fixed in a timeline. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Armada, Winston, did you listen to the new Nas album? I have not listened to it yet. I have heard good things, but I have not had the opportunity to listen to it quite yet. Is there a particular track that I should be looking out for? I'm always curious if people know that one way or the other. Also, that's funny. When I typed in Asia's name, people were like, "Oh, hey, Christian." It's like, no, that was me. That's how I run the show. As I was using the account. That's also why you saw me stop and type and all that, just so people know. Okay, on to the next one. Seattle KO, support for Winston and Asia. Thank you. And Chris and Gimli. Thank you. And go Seahawks. Congrats on that win, man. That was big. That was big, because I don't trust Sam Darnold about as far as I can throw him, and he somehow pulled it out there at the end. So well done. And the Seattle Seahawks are, I think, the first or the second team to clinch the playoffs now. So good for them.
I just got excited that I knew they were from Seattle. I was like, all right, let's do it.
Not because his name is Seattle KO.
No, that just wouldn't make too much sense. That would just make too much sense.
Armada, are y'all watching Pluribus?
I haven't watched any of this show.
I haven't seen it yet. I need
to.
I'm on a scramble right now. There's not enough time in the day to watch so many movies and so many shows that I didn't get a chance to watch previously, so I could do my end of the year wrap up video. Because I have my top 10. I highly doubt any of the stuff that I haven't seen yet will overtake it. It's possible because it's some heavy hitters like Marty Supreme. Avatar won't crack it. I already know that just because of how I feel about the franchise, but it will certainly probably get honorable mention. But I have so much TV to watch, bro. I haven't started Fallout yet. I still need to finish Marvel Zombies. I need to watch Pluribus. What's missing? What do you have left to watch for 2025?
Ooh, I'm trying to think of other shows for you. What were some of the big ones? I don't know. Did you watch House of the Dragon and all that stuff? I fell off.
House of the Dragon. Wait, there was a new one this year?
Yeah, they had a second season this year, I think.
No, that wasn't
Didn't
this
they?
year. That was definitely last year.
Was that last year? Wow.
It's been a whole year for
Time is horrible.
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to think of what else has come out.
But you're right. I was having issues trying to remember myself because I was like, oh yeah, we had that season of The Boys this year. That was last year. We just had Gen V this year. But we did have Invincible this year. That was like way early in February.
Mm-hmm.
I was going back and combing through. I was like, oh my God, the time is flying in a horrible, horrible way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The G-Man, 8119, support for Winston and Chris and Asia and Gimli. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for really supporting the puppers. CC Black 1987. Cap didn't go back in time with the shield. Thanos broke it. Did he get the shield from Sam in Doomsday? Does Sam die? Old Cap already live Doomsday? Interesting. Cap didn't go back in time with the shield. No.
He doesn't? Oh, okay.
No.
I should rewatch that.
No, I don't think so.
So he just leaves it and then hands it back?
Did they very quickly, because you had time between the funeral, did T'Challa just make him a new shield? I don't know. It's my brain. I still have to. So I think you know this, that Kristen, my fiance, still hasn't finished the Infinity Saga. We watched Infinity War like 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So we still have Endgame to watch. So I will report back. I'm hoping we get it done before we leave for the holidays. But I will report back and see if I can try and look at the timeline of how things are going and see if I can piece it together. 48. We are getting closer and closer. Y'all keep sending them in.
We
still got 40 minutes on the clock. Corn Emperor, your Batman fan cast in this DCU, love Filthy Blurred. That's hilarious. Batman fan cast. I mean, Sklenar has been at the top of the list for me for a while.
Yeah.
I think he would kill it. I think my more interesting fan cast is Taron Egerton for Wolverine. Put his little short ass in there and let him be as angry as he wants to be.
Yeah.
Batman or Wolverine fan cast?
Oh, I like both of those. And then I also would throw Daniel Radcliffe in the Wolverine ring.
Yeah. Yep. I like that too.
Or just someone unknown. Get another song and dance man like Hugh.
Right. You said Hugh. I thought you said like you. I was like, I don't really be singing and dancing. I mean, sometimes, but Karen von der Maheden 5054. I really wish they would let people just have back what their names were versus the ats. It's very weird. There's got to be a reasoning for this. But for the doggies, thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. And Dancing Dog 60, very appropriate. I will ask you two, are movie subscription plans worth it? The reason I ask is that I have a gym membership and hardly use it. Is it the same thing? That is a great question. Yeah. I will defer to you first, Chris, but I have my thoughts on this.
If you're going to use it, it makes so much sense because it's $25 to go see a movie. So you might as well pay $25 at AMC to go all the time. Now, I use my pass much more frequently than my husband, who is a home buddy. So a lot of times I just go see like a 9 a.m. movie at City Walk, and he doesn't want to do that. He'll probably see his one movie a month, whereas I'm going more than him. So if you're going to go see at least 2 films a month, then it makes sense to me.
I mean, even if you're going to see one, I think it's worth it because like you said, the cost of going to see a movie is just so expensive. It essentially pays for itself depending on where you live. After one, if you're in a place where, movies are only like 12 or 13, okay, 2 movies and 2 movies in a month and it's paid for itself. Here is what I would suggest. If you decide to do it, consider AMC A-List, not because they pay me, but because they have something really cool called Screen Unseen. So what they do is they will play a movie that has not yet been released. It could be releasing in a couple of weeks. It could be releasing that week, but it'll be a movie that has not been seen the light of day. You have no idea what it is. The only thing that they tell you is the rating, and they give you the runtime. So if you want to try and go figure it out, some people like to take guesses. I like to go in completely blind. You go and see a movie, and it is one of those ways to really make you stretch and see movies you may not have normally seen or been interested in looking at. I saw some incredible stuff this year off of that I would have never seen. I saw some incredible stuff or things that I really wanted to see and couldn't get screeners to. That like I saw Christie like 2 or 3 weeks before all the other critics did because they did it for Screen Unseen.
That's awesome.
Which was cool. I also saw some bad stuff. I saw some stuff that I was like, oh, this was not for me. But I got my fiance, because she has A-list, she's like, I never use my shit. I am wasting my money. And now it's become our Monday date night. Like they do it almost every week. And so that every Monday we just go to the movies. We're like, just see what happens.
I love that. Regal does do a similar thing, but what I like about
great.
AMC will call it Scream Unseen if it's going to be a horror movie.
Do they not warn you with Regal if it's horror?
No, you get the rating, so you'll know that you're going into like an R-rated film.
No,
but that's
infuriating. You can't do that. I feel like at minimum, because not everybody F's with horror like that. You do need to let somebody know if it's horror. But like I think there's a world where you could still do it. You don't know what it is, but at least you tell me the genre. You know what I'm saying? I just know the genre, so it like I think if you heard, oh, it's a British historic period piece, you're more inclined to go no. But just tell me if it's horror. I think that's a fair thing to do. But I recommend it, Dancing Dog, and I think Chris does too.
Yeah.
Karen coming in with even more for the doggos, and you guys, thank you, Miss Curran. Yoshimitsu. Best dog thought bubbles are Snowies from Tintin.
Oh, Tintin.
I don't think I know those.
Oh my gosh. So
I know who Tintin is, but I don't know the thought bubbles.
Yeah, they'll have little the thoughts of Snowy in the comics, and they're just precious. That dog is wonderful.
Oh, I don't know why I always think that Tintin was the dog and not the dude.
Because there's another dog in isn't it like from an old sitcom called Tintin? Rin Tin Tin?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why. That's exactly why.
Yeah.
That brain on you, Chris. That brain on you.
We're sharing some brain cells today, bud. I got you.
David D. My fave on-screen dog is Jake from Adventure Time. How about you guys? A special shout out to Cosmo. I guess I love Power Pooches. Favorite on-screen dog. Love me some Courage.
Oh, Courage is a great one.
I love me some Courage.
Oh, Rolf from the Muppets.
Oh, yep. Pork Chop from Doug.
Yeah.
Pork Chop is the best. And then he was because it was what Quail Man and Quail Dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
they were so cute. And then Shadow from Homeward Bound. That is a dog that I will always cry for.
Yep. No, those are all good boys and girls. Dancing Dog. Arg. Also, I'm a pirate, a proud one. This is my movie now. I'd like to say, I ride the high seas. Am I a jerk, Steve Martin, for riding the high seas?
Huh?
Armada. Maybe AMC is where the teasers are shown. That might be part of it if we're talking about that it was, that Regal was having some issues. Dancing Dog 60 seasons. Greetings to all movie lovers. Cheers. Thank you. Appreciate that. I know that's GoPal because that's normally what it goes by, and this is just sending in support. Thank you, GoPal.
Thank you.
Dancing Dog coming back. Cameron is bad luck for me. One woman dumped me before a screening of Titanic. Jesus. And a second dumped me after Avatar 1. Cameron, I blame you for my singledom. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
P.S. I'm happy being single after all. Okay.
That's good.
Okay. So then you're not that mad at Cameron?
So then maybe James Cameron did you a solid.
No. Oh, yes. No, you're absolutely correct. You said James Cameron. For some reason, I heard you say James Gunn. Like, I heard the words, but it translated to James Gunn. And I was like, no, not James Gunn, James Cameron. And you were like, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Listen. Armada. Christian, Mike, and Roxy translated the seal pushed me yesterday thing last week. They laughed very hard. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me look this up. It's in what language? In French?
French.
Okay, let's see. The seal pushed me yesterday in French. Okay, I don't know if I play the sound, if I try and speak it, because you didn't look it up, did you?
No, I can.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
This is, hold on.
Oh, well,
yeah.
beautiful French.
Beautiful language. That
Oh,
beautiful
oh.
language.
Thank you for letting us know that. What a ridiculous thing.
1,000%. I am definitely going to just randomly say that. I'm going to say it to my sister only because she speaks fluent French. She was like speaking fluent French since like 7th grade, which is wild.
Oh, dang.
So I'm going to see. She's like, what the hell are you talking about? Have a happy day. I'm excited for Future of Fallout. Yeah, I didn't start it yet, the second season, but I finally watched the first season. I binged the whole thing over the weekend. That show was fantastic.
It's so fun.
They really nailed the game down. They really nailed like the moral issues and how the world. And the funny thing is, because you're always listening to the old-timey music and it's a video game and all that stuff, I don't think you quite get the fear of what living in the wasteland feels like versus like, I'm just on an adventure. But watching that show, seeing a rad roach, I was like, what the like, bro. So I really like that show and I'm very excited to see it.
I didn't realize the second season had dropped. You guys, my brain is just not with me right now. All of my coaching clients are like trying to use their credits before they expire. I've had like 3 auditions a day for voiceover since December kicked off. Like, it's made no sense. It's been crazy. I'm so out of the loop on everything.
Yeah, no, I get it. I
I need to watch it though.
Yeah, well, it's just the first episode. It dropped on Wednesday.
Okay.
And then episode 2 is on Christmas Eve. I guess they want to go up against
Stranger Things.
Yeah. Go against Stranger Things.
Bold.
Well, you only got to deal with it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, and then you're gonna run your season for a while. So that's not a bad little competition. Yeah. Dancing Dog, Florence Pugh is my dream woman. Yeah, absolutely.
Good taste.
The absolute fantastic taste. Very talented, very hot, very smart. Love it. Mirjam Serenity Moon, support for the lovely Chris and the lovely Winston. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Senor or Senorita Moon. Because I didn't want to mess up the rest of your name again. The Blazing Kitties. Hey, Winston and Chris, I used to hate Jerkman, but now he's growing on me because he is tall. But I see he loves the role. But will they ever redo Wolverine since they are finally doing X-Men? I feel like they have to be. Well, maybe not. I don't know. What do you think, Chris? I'm I'm all over the place.
It did take me a while on this one. I was like, who's Jerkman? And I was like, oh, okay. Now I'm with you.
Yeah.
I totally understand. And I think it was a small group of people too who were like, this guy who's so tall playing Wolverine. Okay. But we accepted all of that. I do think they should redo it eventually. Just like what I said earlier, though, I think right now audience are too used to Hugh. And so it's going to be, they have to transition out of this somehow. They have to pass the mantle. And we've seen that, that hasn't always been successful. We were talking about Cap coming back, and is that going to confuse things with Sam? You have to have a really strategic way forward so that people don't just go, no, Hugh Jackman was just Wolverine. I don't know who this is and I don't want them. You got to kind of lead up to something for him.
Yeah. No, I agree. Gopal comes back. Odyssey is like 14 years at sea, during which everyone who isn't Odysseus passes away, while back home, uncounted sex pests harass his wife nonstop. That's the part that I remember, is that he goes back to his hometown where he was ruling, and everybody's just out here trying to smash his wife. All his friends died. Like,
Yeah.
like the amount of trials and tribulations he goes through. Like, yeah, no, it's definitely pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So yeah. Another one from the Blazing Cadets. And Winston, I'll be watching Blurs for the Power Girl question on Family Feud. Wait, is there a Power Girl question? Did I miss something? I mean, these new questions are great. I need more people to answer the damn survey. I'm getting kind of mad because like before we actually got 99 people to do it. So I just lied and said it was 100 because it's easier for that. That's what you're supposed to say. But we actually got 99 people to do it. Right now, I think I have like 9. So I'm like all the family members, all the friends, all that. I'm like, hey y'all, come on, it's gonna take you 5 minutes of your life at most. Can you just answer the damn questions?
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a lot of pressure on them during the Christmas holiday because we're doing that show. I think we're gonna pre-tape it, but it's gonna come out New Year's Eve, something like that.
You better have at least 19 people answer that survey with 19 nephews and nieces.
I'm trying to say each one of them, but some of them are a little too young to be answering some of those questions. Like one of the
fair.
Like I don't think Dwayne or Matt or Jay or what. Well, I could actually tell you from one of the old ones. That might be like one of the older questions that was on the first one. Give me a second to pull it up. Will you read that while I pull it up real quick?
Yeah, from Dancing Dog 60. Favorite comic artist? Kirby, Sternaco, Byrne? Ooh, that's a great question. Well, I first of all, shout out to my buddies J. Scott Campbell and Tanya LaHoo because they're 2 of my favorite artists, and I'm pals with them now, and they're incredible. I really loved the work of Tim Sale. Tim Sale is probably my go-to like comic book artist.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I love that. I love it. Favorite comic artist. I don't know if I can answer that one because I don't normally pay enough attention to that, unfortunately. So but I am a big fan of Ta-Nehisi Coates' writing. His run on Black Panther was amazing. But know a lot of the writers. I need to do better about the artists, certainly. JC, sorry I sent that before you explained the name. Oh, you're good. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about that. Winston, did you ever see the Chainsaw Man Reze Arc movie? That one surprised me and is one of my top animated films of the year. I have not. I wanted to, didn't get a chance to make it to theaters to go see it. I needed to rewatch Chainsaw Man just because I couldn't remember everything that had happened. But I definitely plan on it. So yeah. Dancing Dog, Bruce Wayne or Tony Stark? I say Stark. Women. Bruce Wayne or Tony Stark?
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going Bruce.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know. I like them both though. T'Challa. Yeah. The G-Man. If you didn't hear, update on Skydance WB merger. Jared Kushner is out as part of Team Skydance. I prefer the Netflix deal. I mean, I always preferred it just because, again, I have various reasons why I'm not a big fan of the whole Skydance side of it. But I would also, my greatest wish is no merger. We just let the various powers be split. Dancing Dog, Dames and Idris is T'Challa. Marvel, please. That's funny. That's good. I like that. The G-Man 8119. Any thoughts in Oscar noms for Best Animated Movie? Yeah. Let's see. K-pop. For sure.
I was surprised to see Elio in there.
Did they already announce the noms? Was that today?
Oh, I'm thinking Golden Globes.
Oh, yeah, probably. But that's the thing. I've heard Elio is fantastic. It just was not marketed well, so it just didn't. But I think K-pop, Zootopia 2. Again, see, this is why I should just have this stuff always open because I have my media list for the year. So let's see what else. That was not animated. That one is real. I hope In Your Dreams gets
I would
nominated.
love for In Your Dreams too.
It was really good.
That movie's so good.
It's really, really good. Y'all, we got to hang out together at a premiere.
Yeah,
it was so fun.
It was so cool. We
really
got to make pillowcases.
Yeah.
Which was adorable.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what we actually did? We used the pillowcases for like a week and then we put them on the pillow cushions that Asia has in her crate. So then she has like a scent of us in her crate with her. So
that's perfect.
Yeah, because she likes to keep trying to get on the bed. I'm like, you need to get your little ass off this bed right now, especially when she's having bladder issues. She can't be running up on the bed all the time. That's
fair. That's fair. That's good that you guys have boundaries. I wish I knew those. I wish I met one.
It's a fight. It's definitely nah. She'll need to be on the bed, but she's already up here. Just this morning. But we've come to the same conclusion now that it's like, oh yeah, she bladder. Okay, got it.
That makes
64. Sense. We are getting closer and closer, guys. Keep it coming. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, another thing that's up for nominations potentially, Demon Slayer.
Duh. How did I completely forget that? That would be huge.
Same. Yeah.
If Demon Slayer just to even get the nomination would be huge, because I don't think there's been anything like anime since the last Miyazaki.
Yeah, The Boy and the Heron was the last one.
Mm-hmm. And then even before that, it was also Miyazaki. You know what I'm saying? It's only been him, to my knowledge. I don't think that there's been any anime movies that have been up for Oscars other than him. No.
There was talk for Belle, but then I don't think that happened because I love that movie.
Been nominated. Okay, yeah, nominated for an Oscar. Let's see if there we go. So yeah, these are all Miyazaki. Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, The Wind Rises. Yep. Okay, here's one. The Tale of Princess Kaguya. That was Takahata. When Marnie was there, which is Yonebayashi.
Are those still under the Ghibli banner?
I am not sure, to be honest with you, because I'm just looking at an IMDb list. And then Mirai, I forgot about Mirai, which was Hosoda. But there's not a lot. So that would, because this would also then be a mainstream IP like movie to do that as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in versus like a one-off story that like Miyazaki, for example, like came up with. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a little different. So that'd be huge. That would be huge. Okay. Kristian says, by the way, everybody, please tell the audience we had a mishap when recording. We started recording the Batman and the weather here is gnarly. Power got knocked out of the studio 7 minutes into filming and we lost the whole file. So I called an audible. We watched Game of Thrones season 1, episodes 1 and 2, and Sam is hooked. I mean, of course she is. When the first episode, it took a minute, but when the first episode is, brother and sister effing each other and throwing a child out a window, like if you can make it to the end of the first episode, because I could get it being a little boring at first because it's a lot of names and it's very like medieval old timey and like what's going on, blah, blah, blah. The minute Bran goes out that window, it's like, whoa. So I think definitely watch those reactions. If you want to see Sam make it through all of Game of Thrones, you got to make sure you watch those, man, because those can be wild.
So excited about those.
Gopal, every once in a while, Texas comes out, e.g. Home Buddy.
Oh, when I called Logan a home buddy?
Oh.
It happens. It happens. I still owe you Christmas drinks because of me getting the bonus the other week. So we should do Christmas Kantiki bar. But also after I have like 2 drinks, Logan will start just yelling Piper no at me.
Piper no!
Where he'll go, Piper no!
Piper
no! I'll be like, Logan, if we get another bourbon, I think we should stay here and get a burger. And he's like, well, okay, Piper no. White Lotus just came out. So
oh my God, that's funny. That's funny. Dancing Dog 60, Beethoven or Lassie? Ooh.
Beethoven, what a scam.
Airbud.
Yeah.
I do love me some Beethoven though. Yeah. But Airbud. CC Black, Capolia Mjolnir and the case with the stones. I think 50% of the cast dies in Doomsday.
I would assume so.
I would assume so. You need the stakes to be raised.
Yeah.
That's how you close some loopholes. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you, if the Eternals are actually in this movie. And the way you go, we're not doing that anymore, is you immediately murk all the Eternals.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that the adamantium is sitting in that celestial in the middle of the ocean, and that was kind of their fault. So I think the fastest way that because nobody's just going to forget that the Eternals were around. I mean, maybe sort of. I think you literally have Doom come in and be like, I need your power, and just kills them all. I think that's a fast way to go. Oh my God. So yeah, I feel that. Corn Emperor, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Anyone excited? Me. What is?
Oh, so this is the next kind of Game of Thrones spinoff. That's set. I believe another like few decades or 100 years or something before the events of Game of Thrones. But it looks good. It actually, this is a weird way to describe a Game of Thrones show, but it looks really charming. I think it's Duncan the Tall or something is who we're following. It's something the Tall.
Diminutive Squire Egg.
Yes. And they seem like they have a fun little dynamic. It looks interesting.
All right. I'm here for it. I'll check it out. 69. Hey. Oh, I already missed it. I already missed the 6-7. But we're at 69. The real 6 number that people should be laughing about. Though I guess never mind, because 6-7 is mainly all kids doing that. They shouldn't be laughing about 69. That's inappropriate.
That took a turn.
I really wish I could snap myself out of existence right there. That was yikes.
I wish I knew.
Know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. Dancing Dog 60. I love James Gunn. He is freaking awesome. Yes, I do. I also like James Gunn. Dancing Dog. Chris, thoughts on June Foray?
The voice actress of Rocky from Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Is that who that is?
I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean,
oh my goodness. Yes. Yeah. Thoughts?
Okay. She was great. She had a wonderful voice. Like that Rocky voice is so cute. Hey, Bullwinkle. Like it's just a very precious little voice. I enjoyed it very much.
You'll really like.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, she was a stunner. I just opened up her Wikipedia, just her black and white photo with the show head. I was like, okay.
Hey.
Wait a minute.
June.
I would risk getting hit with a fire hose to speak to her for a minute. Hey, Mr. CJ, Cosmic Mood Power. Yep, no, just break the tension right there. Yeah. I think I broke Chris. I fully broke Chris, man. Oh my God. Karen comes back. Favorite Rob Reiner film, R.I.P.
Ooh. I mean, it's probably Princess Bride, but close contender is Spinal Tap.
Okay. Honestly, probably his acting work in The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, he's so good in that.
He's so good in it. And he was good his whole career, but like I think of all the things that I know of him, and the two that stick out are both that and the New Girl, just because my fiance watches New Girl all the time. Like she rewatches it a lot, so I've seen it a lot. So like I just constantly see him, and he's really good at that too. But for him and Wolf of Wall Street is just some next level shit for me. I love it.
I do need you to do me a favor when you are watching New Girl on repeat. Just every time Nick talks, just go, that's who Chris is married to. Like everything on that show, I just turn and stare at Logan, and he's like, I know.
Damn, that's funny. That's actually really, really funny. Okay, good to know. I will definitely do that. Dancing Dog 60. Y'all, I dated a woman who was in the Heights on Broadway, and she has a fantastic Christmas album. Dang, I lived a life. Apparently you have. What's her Christmas album? Who is this? I want to know.
Dancing Dog, we need details.
We need details, man. 73. We're getting closer, y'all. Come on. We've got a little bit of time left. Yoshimitsu. I know he's not that young anymore either, but the only other actor I can currently picture as Wolverine is Tom Hardy.
Oh,
that's a good choice, but you need it. Yeah. You need him for a while. I don't think you cast anybody over 40 to play Wolverine because you need at least a decade.
Yeah.
You could, I guess, maybe get somebody at 40, but I think you really want to go with like mid 30s ish because Wolverine needs to be old enough that it's like he's been an adult forever. Like he can't look like a young pup. But you also don't want anybody that it will potentially aid. Like, I mean, Hugh looks fantastic for his age, but you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, I think, so I don't know. We will see.
Yeah.
We will see. Hey, Mr. CJ, I know it's up to the big boss, but is this the last Capes and Cows of 2025? That is a great question.
Oh,
Most likely, because I've been talking to Kristian about this, most likely no, which means there would be one next week. It depends because I may not be able to do next week's because I am flying. I want to say when we're if I land, I can essentially tell my family to get out of my face and get me to the house so I can try and do the show. But it'll just depend because my flight out of Portland to Dallas is at 5 a.m. I want to say the flight is like 3 hours, which is then like 8. This show starts at 9 Pacific time.
Yeah.
So that would give me about an hour roughly. So that they are going to have to rush me to the house, but we will see. I will let you know. You'll obviously know one way or the other very soon.
I'm available. I just have Boxing Day plans, which just means I'm gonna eat a bunch of food.
Fair. Well, to that point, we're at 79, y'all. We're trying to get to 106. So in case this is the last one, please keep sending them in. Send them in.
Please.
Mad Dog 1424. Hope you get the job, Chris. I think your voice is so good.
Oh, thank you, buddy. It's been a bunch of different stuff. Voiceover in particular, all acting is like this, but voiceover in particular, it's such a numbers game. And I'm in a really great position where I have casting directors who like me. So now it's just finding a place where I can hopefully fit into the show and be of service to that story. So fingers crossed. I had like a whole bunch of Fox animation pilots I read for. I read for a really, really great Amazon show that I love that I had to sing for. So just if any tiny thing comes from those, I'd be happy, but I'm just happy to be in the room, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Dancing Dog. As the Dancing Dog, my old instructor was Luigi. He was in Dancing in the Rain and helped get me work when I was young. Dog dancing back when in New York. Favorite old school cartoon character, also from Dancing Dog 60.
Favorite old school cartoon character? Darkwing Duck.
Did love me some Darkwing. He was pretty dope. Blossom from the Powerpuff Girls. Was a big fan of Blossom. Dexter was great. If you're talking like old school, Space Ghost. It was always fun. That's probably
I watched a lot of Johnny
Bunny.
Quest.
Johnny Quest, loved Johnny Quest. Love the New Adventures of Johnny Quest where they went to Quest World.
Yes.
Bro, Quest World. Oh my God.
That was a fun show.
Michael DA 81 support. Thank you so much. We're at 84, guys. This is really within our reach. We're only 22 to tie, 23 to win. Matt Krugman, what are some of your guys' favorite TV episodes this year? Andor season 2, episode 8, and Welcome to Derry season 1, episode 7 are two on my mind. I'll remember for a long time. I don't know the episode numbers, but it may have actually been the finale of Severance with the damn marching band. Yo, Truman was just getting it, just hidden. I was like, bro, come on now. Like on top of all the chaos that's happening within it. That was up there for sure. The episode of Gen V where you get the big reveal of the main villain and what was going on, that was up there. The twist reveal of Planet of Earth X in Peacemaker was great. What about you?
Oh man, yes, and all of those. I really I got so emotional with the Armored All Might episode of My Hero Academia. Like I was sobbing and cheering. So that'd probably be it for me.
Dude, the whole of Class 1A helping Deku get his last punch in, full blown just streaming down my face like a giant baby. And I think I talked about this because it was on a Friday and I was like choking back, crying out loud because I didn't want to wake my fiance. So I was just like, his
it's so good. We still have the last 3 episodes to watch because we were just like, we'll wait till all 3 are dubbed and we'll just binge it. But
I'm behind because I canceled Crunchyroll for the time being. Again, just got to tighten the belt during the holidays. So Dancing Dog 60, rib roast, turkey, shoulder, or vegan holiday.
Oh, I do none of those.
Not for Christmas.
No. Boxing Day, I'll do a roast chicken because I'm feeding all my British friends. And then Christmas Eve, we do Feast of Seven Fishes. So we do 7 courses of seafood.
Ham.
Oh,
But the real
ham.
So I meant to I did have some of the answer to these questions. So one of them, and this is what I mean, that I can't ask like my nieces and nephews, some of them that are like 6. Like the only one is the 20 and the 21-year-old twins. I guess I could ask them, but I don't even want to ask them that question. It's weird. The question was, we asked 100 black people, it's time to make a baby. What song is on your playlist? And then the song answers were hilarious. They were genuinely, by the time it was over, because there were only so many that were all agreed upon, I was like, man, I have a marathon sex playlist now because all these people have given me songs to go through. But yeah, so I definitely couldn't ask them that, but I could certainly ask them like one of them was like, what food is the real star of Thanksgiving? Which I'm curious. I'm curious what your answer would be to that.
For me, it's dressing.
Okay. So yeah, again, this was Black Family Feud. So like I asked all black folks. So like the number one answer by far and away. I'm curious if the audience wants to guess what people were saying. Do you have a guess? What probably
is
predominantly?
Is it your mac and cheese or?
That's the number one answer. Look at you. Maybe you do need to play. Maybe we do have you play, and we do it like Black Jeopardy on SNL, and we have like the one white person play the game with all the black people. I think that would actually be incredible.
Be fantastic.
Legend MM600, favorite Batman villain. Missed you, dude. Thank you so much, Legend. Appreciate it. I really like Clayface, but probably Mr. Freeze, and not the Arnold Schwarzenegger Freeze. I mean, like the classic, like tragic, genuinely serious, and not really a villain, more of an anti-hero that just wants to save his wife, but Batman keeps stopping him from doing it because he's going to do it by any means necessary. What about you?
That's mine. And then I'd have Man Bat.
Okay.
So I just love Man Bat.
I like that. Dancing Dog 60, can Peter Parker finally hit the skins, please? Damn.
Oh my God, Lord Jesus.
The G-Man 8119, support for East Texan Chris. Love it.
Thanks.
JC, did you see the Marvel DC comic crossover Batman and Robin versus Wolverine and Gambit? Support the pups again. Thank you, JC. I did not see that.
No.
Did that drop recently, or is this like an old run?
If it's an old thing, that used to happen every now and then. I was going to say, if there's something new happening, I am so unaware. I'll have to check things.
Is it Gambit or is it Deadpool? Oh, I guess it's is that that's somebody's little fan thing. Okay. Oh, yes, that was real, but it's a different. Okay, I see. Huh. I would that seems cool. I'm gonna go read that later.
Yeah, that sounds very fun.
Thank you for that. Motorola, we're at 91. Come on, guys, we are so close. What's something this year that just made you feel good? Mine was receiving a picture compliment from Elizabeth Olsen that I took last year at a Q&A of her, and finally getting it signed a couple of weeks ago. What about you, Chris? What is yours?
Oh man, I had a student who was really nervous to participate and wasn't sure they were going to like talk in my class, wanted to observe. And they said that they felt comfortable enough around me and around everyone to participate. And now they're one of my superstars. And like, that's the coolest stuff when you get a win by just like helping somebody come out of their shell.
Yeah, that's actually very beautiful. I would say that mine was this.
Yeah.
That was definitely the thing that made me feel really, really good this year. And I'm very excited to spend the rest of my life with this woman. So yeah, that's my answer. I know it's cheesy.
Mm-mm.
What can I say?
No, but it's correct.
Yeah. Mine was awesome on the Elizabeth Olsen thing, dude. That's
so cool.
I like that. Dancing Dog 60, Chris, why are stars used in animated films?
Oh, I think it's the same thing for why we do it with superhero movies and things, where it's, this should help with the box office draw. This should get people to come in to see them. And I don't think that's the case. Just like superhero things, I think a lot of time the IP can stand on its own. The characters can stand on their own. And I always come back to this as an actor. You should be there to be service of the story. And I do think there are a lot of immensely talented, some household voiceover names, some relatively unknown people who would be far better suited to be voicing things. But, you know, executives and folks just need to get on board with that.
Yep. No, I agree. I agree. Uh-oh. Our boy Derek Johnson in the house. DJ, thank you, sir, sending in that support. Thank you so much. Again, we're at 91, folks. We're getting near the end here. So if you want to help us cross that finish line, 106 is the goal. Please keep sending them in. Corn Emperor, happy holidays and New Year. If there's no show or I can't make it, I love this community. Everyone here rocks. Top 3 movies of the year, Filthy Blurred.
I'm going to have you go. My computer's going to die. I can't find my laptop charger. Hold
on. oh, no. Okay. I don't want to give it away. I will just list a bunch of movies that I like because I am doing a video where I'm going to do that. So I don't want to ruin all of that, but let me just list them off in no particular order whatsoever. The Running Man, Good Fortune, In Your Dreams, Weapons, The Long Walk, Roof Man, Dead of Winter, One Battle After Another, Freakier Friday, The Naked Gun, F1, How to Train Your Dragon, Thunderbolt, Superman, Fantastic Four, First Steps, Final Destination, Bloodline, Happy Gilmore 2, Drop. Yeah. So that's just in no particular order whatsoever. That's just a bunch of movies that I liked. What about you?
Oh, gosh, I still have to think through them, but I for sure am going to have Sinners in mind. I'm for sure going to have Naked Gun 2 in mind. Honestly, in my top list might be Good Boy because that was just wild and different and fun.
That looks terrifying.
I would not recommend it right now since new puppy.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll have to go through my full list.
Okay, 96, 10 to tie, 11 to win. We're almost there. DJ, Derek Johnson. Support, all the support.
Yes.
Amazing.
Derek, you're the best.
Dancing Dog 60. I won't kiss and tell, but I met her in college, introduced by my sister. She was the first Latina to play Maria in West Side Story on Broadway. Yeah. Damn.
Okay.
Isn't that kind of kissing and telling though? Because isn't that something I could look up?
Like, yeah, we can Google that now. Who was the first person
to play Maria in West Side Story?
We have the internet, Dancing Dog. We're gonna find out. All right.
Probably 98. Almost there, guys.
Yes.
Support. Thank you so much.
Derek, thank you.
Mirjam, Serenity Moon. Support.
Thank you.
Dancing Dog, old school like Daffy or Droopy. Okay. Dude, Rosie the Robot. She ain't around. She hated them Jetsons, but she was like a loving, like, if anything, it felt like to me, she always read a little bit like kind of like the black nanny who was like, these rich space white people crazy. Like that's how Rosie always read to me. So I would say Rosie the Robot. What about you?
Oh man. Droopy the dog. I love that little sour guy.
Yeah, I loved Jerry too of Tom and Jerry. I always liked him.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite Iron Man or Marvel villain? Killmonger.
Killmonger's a good one. Killgrave.
Those are both good.
But mostly the David Tennant interpretation of it.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah. Confessor T. Support for 2 of my faves and their fur babies. Thank you so much.
Got a different one now.
Oh, look at that.
We got the little guy.
That's awesome.
This one's Trico.
Oh, dude, that's really cool. I just got sent the picture, the signed Elizabeth Olsen picture. I forgot.
Nice.
I totally forgot that I had exchanged numbers. But yeah, no, that's awesome.
Oh, cool.
Dancing Dog 60. How old were you when you knew Santa was bogus?
What?
Pretty. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
What do you mean?
Oh no. She didn't know.
But what do you?
Oh no.
Should have gone for the head.
Mistake. I just used the woman, and then you say, "Oh," and then, "Oh, how did that just happen?"
Just snap Chris out of existence. Oh no.
Oh
no. Doe Eyes support because vet bills are no joke. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, y'all. We are so close. We are tied right now at 106. Derek Johnson coming in with the support. Legend MM600. Favorite Spider-Man villain you both rock? Ooh, that's a good question. Go again. I'll let you go.
I feel like it's so many people's answer, but it's just because he's so great. Doc Ock.
I don't actually like. Yes, he is good. I don't really like Doc Ock that much. He's fine to me. I would go either Mysterio,
Okay.
or Lizard, just from the tragic element of it.
Sure.
Those are both interesting. And Venom. Who doesn't love Venom?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Derek Johnson with all the support. Thank you so much.
Jeez Louise, Derek, you're the best.
Dancing Dog 60 favorite libations for the holidays.
Ooh.
Eggnog.
Love eggnog.
I'm a big eggnog guy.
Me too.
Yeah, no. So yeah, that's a good one. Anything else?
I'm trying to be really extra this year. So I am making little cranberry rosemary ice cube snow globes to put in glasses so that I can pour Prosecco in them and have little snow globe champagne toasts with people. So we'll see if that's a good one.
Ooh, okay. I like that. I like that. And with this next one, Derek Johnson, with so much support here to help us cross the finish line. Thank you so much for that. We did it. Capes and Cows, taking the last full week of Kristian Harloff shows. So thank you, everybody, for helping us close that one out. Appreciate you. We got a few more left to answer some questions. The Blazing Kiddits. Hey, guys, somebody needs to talk to James Gunn. Netflix doesn't care about video games. I hope they reconsider, because after Justice League kills the Justice League, they need a resurrection. Maybe the Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. I would say Netflix has actually been trying very hard to get into the gaming space, and that's why one of the things they really want out of Warner Brothers is to get Warner Brother games. So I think that they will very much push on that, because you're going to end up with a number of them there. Okay, what else? Do you two have a Roomba? Yes, but it's broken. I can't get it to repair with my Wi-Fi.
Oh no. Well, and also with Asia going to the bathroom a whole bunch, you don't want that Roomba running.
No, not right now.
Yeah.
Not until she stops. DJ Derek Johnson coming in with that last one. That is it. 110. 110 was the final number. Shout out to everybody that helped us get there. I'm also dying laughing because I'm way behind in the chat. I was trying to see how my fire hydrant joke went, and the number of Jesus Christ Winston is. Oh man. So let's get out of here, Chris. Let them know what you got going on to close out the year, where they can find you.
Oh man, if you want to go listen to a really unhinged episode of my podcast, Two Filthy Casuals, today is the day. Amy and I are talking about Violent Night. Should it have stayed on Patreon because it's a little horny? Probably. But you go listen to it. You can get that wherever you get your podcasts, or you can go check us out on YouTube. You can also become a Patreon. Go to patreon.com/twofilthycasualspod to support us. $5 a month gets you 2 bonus podcasts. And you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok as well.
And you know where to find me, at the Swaggy Blurred on all platforms, here on YouTube, on the social medias, all that good stuff, man. The Blurred Breakdown on Mondays. Then Spill the Tequila over on John Roker's channel on Tuesdays. Blurred's in the Hood on Wednesdays. And of course here on Fridays. And we have wrapped out Demon Slayer Season 2. That will be dropping this weekend, so check that out. After that, we'll be on a little bit of a hiatus just to get to the end of the year here, but we will be back in January, maybe, hopefully, with more Demon Slayer. Might be doing movies for a little bit. Just check it out and let us know. And with that, man, thank you to everybody here. Hopefully, is there one more? There is one more. Hey, Mr. CJ. Well, if this is the last Capes and Cows of 2025, I wanted to just say thank you for such a very fun, entertaining listen throughout the year, full of laughs. Happy holidays. And
I wish I knew.
One for the road.
So much, Mr. CJ. So on behalf of myself, Chris Carr, Coy Jandrew, for, who was on with us for the first half of the year, man, we miss you dearly. And of course, Kristian Harloff. This has been Capes and Cows. Again, we will let you know if there's going to be another one next week. But if there's not, we love you, you mother Fs. See you on the flip. To answer your question, a World Cup watch along with Roca. I mean, maybe I would be down. We will see. We will see. For now, we got to get out of here.